If you don't have an emergency fund, your life is basically one surprise away from chaos. A car problem, a medical bill, a rent spike, a family emergency. Suddenly, you're in panic mode. And here's the worst part. Panic mode is expensive. Panic makes you borrow, overspend, make rush decisions, and accept bad options. So an emergency fund isn't a finance tip, it's stress insurance. But most people don't build it because they think it requires suffering, like you have to cut your entire life down to sadness and water for 6 months. That's not true. You can build an emergency fund fast without feeling miserable if you build it like a system instead of a punishment. First, let's define the goal properly. An emergency fund isn't "I'll save $10,000 and become a monk." It's a ladder. Step 1, 100 euros, breaks panic. Step 2, 500 euros, handles most surprises. Step 3, 1 month of expenses, stops paycheck fear. Step 4, 3 months, real breathing room. Most people fail because they aim for step 4 on day 1 and quit on day 7. Now here's the core idea. The fastest way to build an emergency fund is not saving harder, it's reducing financial shocks while you save. That means 2 things. Stop the leaks that steal money invisibly. Create a saving flow you don't have to think about. Because if saving requires thinking, life will distract you. So here's what you do first. Create a separate emergency vault. Not in the same account you spend from, not connected to your card, not sitting next to your Amazon cart like a victim. If the emergency money is easy to access, it will become temporary borrowing, which becomes "I'll pay it back," which becomes "Why am I always broke?" This emergency vault should be boring and slightly inconvenient to withdraw from. A separate bank pocket, a savings vault, or a separate account with a 24-hour transfer delay. Now you fund it in 3 layers. Layer 1, the one-time boost. This is how you get momentum quickly. Momentum matters because your brain needs proof that this is working. Do one of these this week. Sell 1 unused item, cancel 1 subscription you forgot, renegotiate 1 bill, do 1 extra shift or micro freelance task, reduce 1 leak category for 7 days. Even $50 to $150 from a one-time boost makes the goal feel real. Layer 2 is the weekly rule. Pick 1 weekly rule that doesn't ruin your life. Examples: no delivery on weekdays, cook 3 anchor meals and repeat, 1 no-spend day per week, 48-hour delay on non-essential purchases, cash only for fun spending. The rule isn't about suffering, it's about making money predictable. Layer 3 is the automatic transfer. This is the real engine. The day you get paid, money moves to the vault automatically, even if it's small, even $10. The goal is not the amount, it's the habit. Because if your system works when the amount is small, it will work when the amount gets bigger. Now here's the mindset shift that removes misery. You're not cutting fun, you're buying peace. Most people spend money to feel good for 10 minutes. Emergency fund money makes you feel safe for years. So every time you're tempted to spend, ask 1 question. Would I rather have this, or would I rather be harder to break? That's the trade. Comfort now versus calm later. And the fastest way to build calm later is a short, aggressive sprint without making your daily life depressing. So let's turn this into a simple 14-day sprint and a 90-day build plan so your emergency fund stops being a dream and starts being a reality.
Here's a plan that actually works because it uses momentum, not misery. The 14-day emergency fund sprint. Your only goal is to reach the first milestone, 100 to 500 euros, depending on your income. And you get there with a mix of one-time boasts and controlled leaks. Day 1, open the emergency vault, separate from spending. Day 2, cancel 1 subscription or recurring charge. Day 3, pick your leak category, delivery, impulse shopping, taxis, etc. Day 4, sell 1 unused item or list 3 items. Day 5 to 7, run 1 weekly rule, no delivery weekdays, 48-hour delay, 1 no-spend day. Day 8, transfer the first amount to the vault, even if it's small. Day 9 to 14, repeat the weekly rule, plus transfer any extra savings daily. This works because it doesn't rely on motivation, it relies on a short time frame and visible progress. Now the long-term plan, the one that takes you from small buffer to real breathing room. The 90-day build plan. You'll build the fund using a simple formula. Automate first. Set an automatic transfer on payday. Start with something that won't break you, 2% or a fixed €20. Then increase by 1% every month. Tiny increases are painless but powerful. Reduce one shock. Pick the biggest money shock category and stabilize it. Food, anchor meals 60% of the week. Transport, plan weekly routes and avoid last-minute spending. Shopping, remove saved cards plus 48-hour delay. Subscriptions, one in, one out. You don't need to fix everything. You need to fix what hits you repeatedly. Use windfalls correctly. Any unexpected money, bonus, gift, tax refund, split it. 70% to emergency fund, 30% guilt-free fun or debt payoff. This prevents the "I deserve it" splurge that resets you. Now, the key psychology that keeps it from feeling miserable. You don't remove joy. You replace expensive joy with cheaper joy temporarily. Instead of cut everything, do swap. Home coffee instead of daily cafe. Cooking twice extra instead of delivery. Free activities instead of expensive weekends. One planned treat instead of random treats. The difference is huge. Planned treats keep you sane. Random treats keep you broke. And here's the line that should stick in your head. An emergency fund doesn't just save you money, it saves you dignity. It prevents begging for loans. It prevents panic credit card swipes. It prevents staying in a toxic job because you're scared to miss one paycheck. It gives you options, and options are the real luxury. So start with 100, then 500, then 1 month, then 3. You don't need perfection. You need momentum.